Now I understand that you both may have some questions as to why you've been summoned here before me, so let's not waste any more time. I've called you both here because I just so happened to overhear both of your gods of destructions debating on which one of you was in fact the stronger angel. Now, although angels are forbidden to fight one another in battle, training, however, is a different story. I must say, I'm also rather curious myself to know which one of you is in fact the stronger angel over the other, and so I wanted to schedule an exhibition between the two of you to find out. Nothing out of the ordinary outside of purely basing this on competition. You won't fight to kill. You will instead be focused on your mind, body, and spirit in this duel. You'll both partake in this exhibition in order to determine which one of you is truly the leading angel compared to the other. It should be rather fun to watch. And you will do this all within the span of only 5 minutes. That's crazy. Big shout out to the homie Unrelent Gaming for sliding me this story. The Grand Priest has told Whis and Vados outright. As two of the known stronger angels, Beerus and Champa have gotten into a recent debate on who is stronger between the two. Before this video goes any further, you gotta let me know down below who you got if these two had a showdown though between Vados and Whis. I've always liked to think that Whis is one of the stronger angels also, but I wouldn't be opposed to the idea of Vados largely outclassing him. And this is how this story is going to portray that. If you guys have been enjoying all of the anime content so far, especially the what ifs recently, be sure to leave a like on the video. The goal for this one is going to be, let's see if we can hit 2,500 on this one shot. I think that's pretty easy. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you guys haven't already. And also, I'm talking specifically to you guys that enjoy the content maybe, but just forget to subscribe. Don't forget to click that big red button down below to always be notified when new content of mine goes live. But without further ado, well, you hear that, Whis, Vados comments? Looks like I'll have yet another opportunity to beat you like I did all those years ago. I hope you're not rusty after all of these years of doing nothing. Think you're up for another embarrassing loss to me? Well, I'll have you know that many things have changed since you last trained me, Vados, Whis says. So no, I won't lose. I don't think you'll be winning as easily this time as you think you will. No longer a rookie. But of course, I guess we'll have to just wait and see once we spar now, won't we? So, Mr. Grand Priest, if you don't mind me asking, Beerus starts, what exactly are the consequences gonna be for the losing angel in this battle, assuming that there is one? Will it have anything to do perhaps with me or Champa per se? Or will it only affect the angels and not us? Now, me personally, I never really understood why all the destroyers were just so shook of the Grand Priest. I feel like if they just did their jobs and aren't disrespectful, I don't see where an issue would come from, but that's just me. You're not gonna erase us or something, are you? Champa asks. Because if anything, you can just erase Beerus over here if you want and be done with it, but please not me. Champa, you dirty, Beerus snarks, but the Grand Priest had already had something else in mind. The consequences of the losing angel will not affect either of the angels directly, but instead, it will affect a god of destruction. The losing angel will result in its god of destruction becoming the other's assistant for a total of 7 mortal days, and if they refuse, they'll be destroyed. Oh, wait, what? You're saying that I'd have to be Champa's slave for a week, Beerus stutters? And Champa seems to understand as well, saying that he'd have to do everything Beerus tells him no matter what if he lost, or else face destruction? This shouldn't take too long, so why wait any longer then, the Grand Priest states. How about we get this started by beginning our little training exhibition right here, right now. This is when he extends his arms out to the side and says that he'll hereby transport them to somewhere where they won't be disturbed or interrupted. They can settle this battle without any distractions. A dimension similar to the world of Void where you may both choose to fight as you like without ever having to worry about anyone or anything getting in the way of your victory. As for both gods of destruction, you'll watch from your respective thrones. This is when the Grand Priest manifests both of their thrones beneath them and lifts the two gods to an altitude where they can watch peacefully from their seats. Hey Whis, Beerus yells, don't you dare lose this, you hear me? End it quick so we can be done with this. I can't be Champa's slave. You know what you need to do, Vados, Champa shouts. Do what you did before and school that angel so we can go home. The Grand Priest would then go on to explain the rules of the contest, which are quite simple. The winner will be determined by either scoring a ring out, a knockout, or a submission. You'll both be prohibited from killing, of course. However, you may both fight by using the full extent of your power if it means getting the job done. And now, let the battle between the two of you begin, the Grand Priest declares as their fight would start. The first clash between these two is intense as Champa asks Beerus, does he really think that his angel is gonna beat his older sister? She was able to beat him before in battle, remember? So what makes you believe that he's any different compared to her now? You shut your mouth, Champa, Beerus snaps back. That was then and this is now. And ever since training those Saiyans on my planet day in and day out, Whis hasn't lost a step in his game, so you watch and see. When he throws her out and makes her submit in battle, I hope you're ready to do what I tell you once you lose. In your dreams, Beerus, Champa replies. But tell me something. Are you able to follow their movements too? I can't see a damn thing with them moving so fast out there. Who's winning? I honestly can't tell, but if it's not Whis, then I don't want to hear it, Beerus says. In the midst of battle, even with the both of them using Ultra Instinct, it seems that Vados maintains a slight upper hand for now. Wow, Whis, you certainly are much sharper than you were when I first trained you, that's for sure, she says as she dodges all of his attacks. But I can still see each and every one of your strikes coming, she continues as she blocks his next punch and grabs his fist. Is that so? Whis responds. Or maybe it's because I'm still reserving myself in order to find the opening that I need in order to make my move. And I think I just did, he finishes as his next punch crushes her ribs. I think you can see that I've been taking notes over the years, he continues. Wasn't expecting a counterattack from that angle now, were you? You definitely taught me many great things that I must thank you for, and here's one of them. Now, I know that one had to hurt. That's right, Whis. Show her how much you've improved and grown over the years, Beerus shouts. You see that, Champa? It'll only be a matter of time before you do as I say. No, come on, Vados. This isn't like you, Champa says. You've always been stronger than Whis. Fight back. Vados quickly turns the tables, however, and hits Whis with a punch of her own, landing her first attack of the battle. Well, so much for paying attention, huh, Whis, she says. Here, let me give you another reminder in the difference between you and I. This ought to bring some memories back, wouldn't you say? Champa cheers on from the sidelines as Beerus shows a little bit of distress with the tables being turned so quickly. Well, I must admit, you hit just as hard as I remembered you hitting me when we were younger. You caught me slipping there a bit, I'll say, but let's see if that'll be enough to knock me out of the ring. Oh, please. What happened to you all? Most of you have gone really soft over the years, haven't you? I wouldn't let any of this go to your head, otherwise you'd be making the same mistake the rookies make. I don't expect anything less than your best during this little duel of ours, Vados says, so I'm just hoping you'd show me more than just a lucky punch or two. Vados actually blocks his next kick with her staff, with Whis replying, telling her that that's really unlike her. Using your staff as a means to shield yourself? You've never done that before. For some reason, this really caught Whis off guard, which is what seemed to be her plan. This allowed her the millisecond opening she needed in order to land another attack on him. Whis returns another punch to the gut, however, and it seems like these two just may be more evenly matched than Vados would like to admit. Hey, what's the deal here, Beerus? Champa asks. How is your angel able to hit Vados? Vados is much faster than he is. Whis is likely cheating, isn't he? Beerus isn't buying this at all though, as he replies that Champa will say just about anything to try and get ahead, won't he? Whis isn't cheating and you know it, Champa. Feeling a bit scared that Whis is gonna beat Vados during this? Is that what I'm hearing? I mean, I wouldn't blame you, just watch. Very interesting, the Grand Priest thinks to himself. They appear to be evenly matched, but yet, at the same time, seem to be buying time for the perfect moment to strike. But which one of the two will it be? They're sharp, but surely have much more to offer than this. This may not in fact be an easy fight to call down the middle after all, I'm afraid. I will say, I'm rather extremely impressed, Vados. You haven't lost a step in your game, but surely as you can already see for yourself, I'm not the same as I was when we were younger either, Whis says. Hard to tell. Oh, trust me, I can see it now. However, between us, you should know the outcome that always was and will always forever be. You're very sneaky, Whis. I would even dare to say that you're so sneaky, she continues as a staff comes into view flying behind her, that you really think I'll be falling for the same little tricks that I went along with to teach you, she says as she dodges Whis' staff whizzing past her head. I figured you'd be on to me, Whis replies, but I hope you're not expecting for this to be over, do you? This is when Champa again accuses Whis of cheating by using his staff. He knew he couldn't win, so he's using weapons now. That should be an automatic DQ on Beerus's end, Champa pleads. You're such a sore loser, Beerus replies. Back in the battle, however, Vados is impressed at Whis' fortitude and battle intelligence as she mentions he must have picked up that move from one of the other angels. But thankfully, since I've already experienced this little trick of yours, that won't work either. Whis raises his eyebrows in confusion as she tames his staff, saying, "Great, now I have both of them. Think you're gonna be fast enough to watch your step while I use both on you?" she asks. "Whether you use 2 or 10 staffs against me, it won't make much of a difference," Whis says. "I will never take your skills away from you, nor your incredibly sharp eyes in battle, but I have a few more tricks up my sleeve that I've yet to show you, and trust me, you will be very surprised yourself once you see what I can do. I was once a student, and now I've grown to become a master. So to honor that title, I'll just let you make the first move then." "Hurry up, Vados," Champa screams. "Time's running out and we have to be the ones who win here. Don't let the 7th make a mockery of us." Whis and Vados continue to clash using the best of their abilities with their respective gods coaching in their ears. "This is our chance to shut the 6th up once and for all," Beerus says. "Whis, this is your chance to prove you're the strongest angel between you both." Vados slams her staff down on Whis, but he's able to catch it with his hands. "Not bad at all, Whis, but how long do you really think you can keep this up for?" Vados asks. "A little longer than you can. Correct me if I'm wrong," Whis replies, "but are you getting winded? That's a little rare to see someone like you tired." "They're cutting this way too close," Beerus states, as both he and Champa can still be seen spectating on the edge of their seats now. "Don't give in, Whis. You have her on the ropes, right where she belongs. Finish her." "Hurry up, Vados," Champa would shout over him. "You can still grab him by his hair and drag him off the stage while he's not paying attention." "What are you talking about getting winded?" Vados will reply back. "If anyone looks tired here during this, it's you, Whis. So now, what are you gonna do? Just stand there and wait to catch your breath? This battle of ours is over and you know it to be the case." "Well, actually, sister," Whis begins as we see him beginning to create after images of himself all around them. "I think this little match of ours has yet to be decided, wouldn't you say? At least not yet anyway." This is when she would disengage though and replies telling him to just watch and see how the master does it. Vados begins circling Whis at such a speed that she's nearly invisible, but she's also leaving short after images of herself as well. "She's fast," Whis thinks to himself, "but I must remember my training, along with our current positions in this universe. I may not sense where you are, but I can certainly focus on where you'll be coming from, and from my understanding, it won't be from very far either." Whis would then close his eyes to fully concentrate on his surroundings. "Long have I waited for the day where I would finally use everything you've taught me against you in battle, my sister. But I would not have you best me in battle any longer. I can feel your movements. This battle of ours has reached its end and I'll show you why you are no longer the strongest between us. As skilled as you are, you seem to be forgetting one very important thing, wouldn't you agree?" Whis mentions as all of a sudden, he looks completely fine. "And what would you possibly know of that I don't already have knowledge of, Whis?" she asks. "Oh, well, a few things actually. Like how I'm not really the real Whis that's holding your hand." "Not the real Whis?" she replies, stunned. "What are you—" "That's right, sister. That was simply one of my many clones," Whis says as he lands a kick on Vados, sending her flying out of the clone's grasp with enough force that she goes sliding. Right off the edge of the stage she would go as Champa shrieks in anger. "No, you've got to be kidding me. That's impossible. He cheated." "In your face," Beerus yells, laughing. "That was excellent, Whis." Whis' clones would give him the split-second upper hand he needed to overpower Vados out of the ring. The conclusion of the match would be solidified as the Grand Priest raises his hand into the air, declaring the victor to be Whis. And so it is now officially decided, and right on time as a matter of fact, Universe 7's Angel attendee Whis is hereby the victor of this contest. A very amazing display from you both, and with only about 10 seconds to spare as well. Well done. And so between you both, Whis is hereby the stronger angel. Well, of course, unless something else changes between you two. The tides have changed. I'm so honored to have faced you in battle again, sister, Whis would state as Champa continues to complain, but Beerus laughs him off. You truly are everything you were and then some. Thank you for continuing to teach me along with the younger angels as time goes on. So now then, Lord Beerus, shall we take our leave? Oh, and are you coming along with us, Lord Champa? He asked, smiling. You did agree to all of this, you know. And that is gonna pretty much do it for Beyond Dragon Ball Super Whis vs Vados. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to drop a like and remember to subscribe as well by clicking that big red button down below. But anyway, oh, I almost forgot, the second channel has officially gone live. Starr Gaming is live right now, and I even already dropped the first video, so be sure to go check that out. And I might go live over there as well also, so link to that will be down below. But anyways, have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.